Hey, what's up, y'all? So this is gonna be my weekly recap, and it's currently Friday. I'm doing it now because I'm currently on my way to Asheville, North Carolina to do a pickup and take it to the western side of Oklahoma. I decided to do my video today, Friday versus Sunday, because I could not do the video where I'm located right now. I passed two scenic overlook points in the mountains here, and no truck parking was available. So I'm like, dang. The third one I came across said, scenic overlook, and I didn't see no truck sign. So I'm like, So I pull in, and yeah, trucks can park here. Awesome. And I'll actually show you. You can see my truck way down there, parked next to the red truck tanker. So yeah, I walked up here to this scenic overlook point, and I'm just gonna do a scan just to show you how gorgeous it is here right now. This is just beautiful. And you got mountains way back there in the distance, with kind of covered by the clouds a little bit, got some fog coming off. And just to show you guys what you're looking at right now, come over to here. Landmarks visible from this location. Highest mountains in eastern North America. So over here, you got the Licklog Mountain. Right next to there, you can't really see it because of the clouds and the fog. Got Oogle Meadows. Then next, Coxcomb Mountain, Big Rocky. And then Mount Mitchell, right here. 6,684 feet elevation, highest elevation east of the Mississippi River. That would be pretty much right there, which I can kind of see it with my eyes. I don't know if the video is going to get it really well. But to the right of that is Manny Fields and Big Butt. This made me laugh when I first saw it. Makes you wonder if Sir Mix-a-Lot visited this location and said, I'm going to name that Big Butt, and then made a song right after. Maybe, I don't know. And then you got Little Butt right next to it. Clingman's Peak, Blackstone Knob, Balsam Gap, Locust Ridge, Bullhead Mountain, and Craggy Dome. Let me just do the ridge so you can actually see it. Again, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. So yeah, definitely a beautiful area. I'm glad I picked here to stop. And I'm actually going to visit an old Navy friend, Dana. Let me sit up here. Because she lives right in Asheville. So it's Friday, my pickup is Monday. I'm definitely getting a 34-hour reset in, but it's more gonna be like a 48 to maybe 52-hour reset. So we start Monday with a fresh 70-hour clock, and the trip that I pick up here or there in Asheville is a 1,000-mile haul. So will be a Wednesday delivery. So that's what's current. Now, what happened over the last week? This amazes me. Actually, let me adjust this to get the mountains in better view. There we go. So, if you guys watch my previous videos, you'll know that I have a brand new truck, 2024 Freightliner Cascadia. The date on the sticker is March of this year. So yeah, really new truck. Well, over the course of a week and a half to 2 weeks, my cab AC started, you know, blowing warm air intermittently. And this isn't just a coincidence. I tried it just to see what would happen. While I was on the road, moving, and as long as I didn't have any traffic behind me, when the AC would start blowing warm air, I would just pop the Jake brakes just for a quick second, and then boom, it'd blow cold air again. It's not a coincidence because I did this like 5 times in a row, and it blew cold air right at that instant 5 times in a row. So, on my truck, the cab AC and the bunk AC are 2 separate systems. I have an EPU on mine, which is an electrical power unit that powers a separate AC condenser that's actually mounted on the back of the truck. So when I'm sleeping, the AC in the bunk comes from that. And then while I'm driving, the AC under the hood, you know, provides AC for the cab. Well, I was able to deal with it for about a week because it wasn't consistently blowing warm air. It'd blow warm air for 10, 15 minutes and it'd be back to blowing cold air again. Well, at about the week and a half mark, the cab AC completely quit. I called outside repair. They got me to a Freightliner dealer, and luckily they were able to get me in and out that day. I thought it was the fan clutch on the AC compressor, because when I turned the AC on, the clutch wasn't engaged at all. Ended up being the transducer. So they replaced the transducer and everything was fine. Oh, I left one part out. The day before I was making my drop, the EPU AC started blowing warm air too. They fixed both issues. Maybe the EPU side was maybe low on coolant or whatever, I don't know. But the truck is back to working 100% normal now, so that's good. The only things notable worth talking about, other than the AC, I picked up a load of building material, and I forget where I took it. I need to start making notes of locations so I can tell you guys. But it wasn't tarped. I took all of my straps off, and like, let me get a picture. So I walked off the truck probably 40 feet or so, and I took a picture, and I'm gonna put it up here for a couple of seconds. I posted this in the Melton Operations Facebook group, and I didn't even notice it until someone pointed it out, but the vantage point that I took the picture from makes it look like I was hauling the entire building on my flatbed. Once he said that, I'm like, no kidding, it actually does look like that. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And again, yeah, I'm going to show you guys that probably right now. Okay, so next thing, I completed the Excel spreadsheet that I'm using to track everything concerning trucking. I got it worked out to where it accurately tells me my gross as long as I fill in other parts correctly. And you guys are going to see this at the 3-month mark, because I'm going to do a 3-month review on, you know, my progress so far with Melton. But that's the top section. The middle section is designed to tell me my accurate fuel mileage. And I have that set up to where I input my daily miles that I drive off my tablet into the spreadsheet, and then every time I fuel, I put the gallons, and I always try to get it to, you know, an even number, not like 80.60 or some weird number like that. I'll try to cut it at 80 or take it up to 81 gallons, because I got 2 big tanks. I can afford an extra half gallon or so. At least getting it in there. And then from those numbers, it tells me at the end of the week, which for me, the end of the week is Monday, what my fuel mileage was for that week. And that really all depends on what I'm hauling. If I'm hauling heavy loads, then my miles per gallon isn't going to be that great. If I'm hauling light loads, like that building material was, I think 15,000 pounds, which isn't a lot. But in the last week, I've also hauled a 45,000 pound coil and 45,000 pounds of steel that goes into utility trailers, which is like your reefer trailers. So yeah, I could definitely tell my miles per gallon sucks depending on if I have a heavier load or not. But and then the bottom part of that Excel sheet, I have it set up to calculate what my hourly rate is based on, my actual on-duty hours for that week. And it takes that off the hours that I put in, and then I have it set up to tell me what my hourly rate is gross and what my hourly rate is net. And I did that for a reason. You guys will see when I post that video. Let's just say I net more than I gross every week. But I'll explain that in that video. And I always try to help people if I can. So what I did, I took a screenshot of July and posted it in the operations page. And I simply said, if anyone wants to use this sheet, DM me an email address and I'll shoot you a copy. On the first tab, I have instructions on how to do everything. And at the time, I didn't know who this woman was, but Angie made a comment that she really likes how I set up the miles per gallon calculations. And, I'm new to Melton. I've been driving, counting my training time, 2 months now. I've never actually been inside the Tulsa terminal because we never got to do a tour after we were done with our road training. So I give Joel a call, my mentor, and I'm like, hey, can you tell me who Angie is? And he's like, oh, yeah, she's the vice president of the company. And I'm like, oh. It was then that I got kind of nervous because she told me whenever I come to the Tulsa terminal to, come up to the main building and find her because she wants to meet me. I think that's kind of cool. Something that I wanted to do just to be a good person was recognized by a very high up person in the company. So that was really awesome. And I'm actually going close to the Tulsa terminal on this next run. So I may be going to the Tulsa terminal next week. I actually need the terminal because I need to replace my black tarp because I did a repower. And the black tarp I got was missing a bunch of D-rings, which is not good when you're doing a securement because if you can't secure the tarp properly, it flaps and it beats the crap out of the tarp, and you don't want to do that because these tarps aren't cheap. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was, okay, so I'm in the mountains of North Carolina now, and the civil engineer that designed how to put these roads through the mountains, they knew what they were doing because the mountains are easily manageable in North Carolina. West Virginia? Oh, if I had it my way, they should have just put a huge tunnel through the mountains of West Virginia because I drove through there. I left out 2 o'clock in the morning, so I was in the mountains. I dropped off this morning. I was 3 hours away from where I was parked to my drop point. I left 4 hours before I had to be there, and my appointment time was 0600. And those mountains seriously cost me an hour because I got to the gate of the receiver right at 0557. I left at 2. So yeah, it took 4 hours to do a 3-hour drive because the mountains of West Virginia, they were brutal. Like I would be coming down a downgrade, like not a 5 or 6%, but just going downhill. and then it'd be, you know, a sweeping right turn or a sweeping left turn. So I'd have to put the brakes on because trying to navigate a turn, I was fully loaded. I was 6,000 pounds away from being, you know, max gross 80,000 pounds. So I'd have to brake, and then I get around that bend because you can't see around the bends, and then it's an uphill. So I just sacrificed all my speed to navigate the sweeping turn, and now I have zero momentum going up the hill. So yeah, my fuel mileage for this week is gonna suck probably, but that's driving. Something I gotta get used to and just accept. It sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, the sun's going down now. I'm starting to lose my light. So yeah, again, this place is gorgeous. I'm probably gonna take a few pictures so I can use that for my thumbnail for this video. Yeah. Despite the AC and the crappy roads in the West Virginia mountains, it's been a pretty good week. I only got 2 loads in, but I was hoping to get a load picked up today that I could deliver Monday. That would give me another, you know, 6 to 1,000 miles, but that's just how it is. One week will be really good, and the next week won't be as good, and it kind of just flip-flops back and forth. But yeah, again, you guys are going to see that when I do the 3-month review, when I lay everything out. But I will also explain it in that video, because that's probably going to be a video next month, at the end of the month. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. And I hope you guys like this video with the scenic overlook. I know I am loving it right now. It's simply gorgeous up here. And the air, oh my God. The air is so crisp and clean. It's amazing. I actually might mark this spot on my GPS as a chill spot if I'm ever in this area again, because like I said, it's gorgeous. Okay, but again, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing. If you found this in the algorithmic YouTube searches, I'm trying to beat those, but it's getting better. My subscriber base is slowly getting higher, and my views are exceeding my subscriber base still, so I'm absolutely ecstatic with that. But that's where I am right now, and as always, I will see you later.